Final update. My wife secretly installed an app at midnight to access my bank details. She used this information to take $400,000 and went on a trip with her boyfriend. When she returned, she mocked me, saying, "Thanks to your mobile. I really enjoyed spending your $400,000. I couldn't hold back my laughter because the bank data she accessed was actually..." Then the kicker audio from Alex's confession where he laughed and said, "Talia is the easiest mark I've ever met. Thought she was running the con. Joke's on her." I sent the video link to her company's HR, the partners at her firm, a few of her prestige social circles, and of course her parents who had once said, "You're lucky she picked you." Within hours, it exploded. First came the texts, then the voicemails, then the news that her company had placed her on indefinite unpaid leave pending internal investigation. Her Instagram went dark. Her so-called best friend, Jessica, left me a voicemail. "I can't believe she did this to you. I'm sorry. If you need anything, even just to talk, I'm here." Deleted that one. Then came the call I'd been waiting for. Unknown number. I answered. "You really think you've won, don't you?" Talia's voice rasped, broken, exhausted. "No," I said calmly. "Winning would have meant I wanted revenge. I didn't. I wanted peace. You just made sure I had to go through hell to get it. I'll tell everyone this was your plan," she hissed. "You manipulated me, gaslit me, drove me to it." "Feel free," I replied. "They've all seen the video. You'd be better off working on a plea deal than on a sympathy campaign." She went quiet. Then click. The next morning, the headlines hit. Prominent corporate executive implicated in multi-country fraud scandal. Romantic ties to notorious conman exposed. I turned off my phone, packed my bags, walked out to the airport with nothing but a duffel bag and a one-way ticket to Iceland. As I passed through security, my phone buzzed one last time. A text from her. "You were never boring. You were terrifying." I smiled, boarded my flight, and left behind the mess she created and the empire I'd quietly rebuilt beneath it all. Epilogue. 1 year later, it was a crisp October morning in Reykjavik. I stood on the balcony of my modest but sleek modern cabin overlooking the snow-dusted mountains and still waters of Thingvallavatn. The peace was intoxicating, something I hadn't truly felt in over a decade. Life had changed. I'd kept my promise to myself. After Talia's betrayal, I sold off the last of my US-based consultancy shares and moved to Iceland under a new business venture, a quiet digital forensics firm that I ran anonymously through proxies. It wasn't for profit. It was to help people like me, those who had been blindsided by betrayal and didn't have the resources to fight back. I called it the Lighthouse Initiative. Quiet, precise, devastatingly effective. As for Talia, she was no longer the woman who had walked smugly out of our shared life with $400,000 and a passport full of illusions. After the internal investigation and the damning footage I released, her company fired her publicly. A few publications picked up the story and her name was dragged through the mud. Turns out Alec had scammed more than just her. He'd fled to Dubai with a forged identity. And when authorities caught up with him, he handed over everything, including screenshots of their texts plotting financial fraud. She was arrested again 6 months later, this time for fraud and identity theft. She avoided jail with a plea bargain, but the restitution payments broke her. Her credit was destroyed. She now worked a part-time job managing bookings at a failing gym in a strip mall in Nevada. I never answered her final email. It was a subjectless line that simply read, "Do you ever miss what we had?" I didn't open it. I didn't need to. Alec, he didn't vanish fast enough. The forged documents tied to his Dubai escape left a paper trail and a class action lawsuit by other victims landed him behind bars in Bahrain. Last I checked, he was serving a 10-year sentence for financial fraud. Fitting, considering he once mocked me for being too safe. As for me, I made peace with the past, not by forgetting it, but by weaponizing it into something meaningful. I kept my principles. I stayed silent while the storm passed. And when the time came, I didn't need to shout. I let the truth do the screaming. Closing. Quote, "The best revenge isn't rage. It's rebuilding quietly, powerfully, in full view of those who thought you'd never rise again." Was this revenge perfectly justified? Tell us what you would have done in the comments below. Like the story. Share it with someone who needs this energy. And subscribe to Lauren's story for more jaw-dropping tales of betrayal and justice. Because here, every lie has its reckoning, and every betrayal finds its shadow. Stay sharp, stay strong, and stay tuned. Day.